Look. Ta-da! Alright, guys, you ready for this? I've never done a deck profiling thing, but here we are. We're gonna figure it out. So, welcome to my organization channel, where we organize everything based on level and level. Thank you for the follow! Also, for everybody who's been following me today, thank you so much for the follows. Let me get that up here. Alright, so Karn, thank you for the follow. D-Not123, thank you for the follow. Calvo, thank you for the follow. I lost badly to our good old friend Shine Gray. It was sad. They just had the perfect wall of stuff. Yeah, I should actually upload these to YouTube for sure. But I don't know how, like, exciting. Like, do we want this, like, massive screen? Shine Gray is crazy, I know. And, like, even with my Chaos degrades, like, they were... I mean, like, they were in my hand. Let's be real here. They were in my hand. They were not where they needed to be. So we're a little mad. But it's okay. Because they're pretty. And we forgive them. Because that's what we do. Look, like, they're glued together. They're stuck like glue. Level 3. So we were running 2 Psych 2 Gauzy this time around. Mainly because we knew we were up against some stupid stuff. So yeah, that's... Oh, why is that upside down? Ugh. Tamer, level 3, level 6, level 5. Why are all these upside down? Level 4, level 3. Option card, Tamer, Miko, Psych. Now they're upside down again. 5, 4, 6, 5, 3, option 5. Alright, team. You ready for some fun stuff? Oh no! Typical dude. I don't know why my Nightbot says that barbaric is a spam word, but it is not. Yeah, Shine Gray is definitely crazy. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Imagine playing 2 Psych and 2 Gauzy. What a weird world. Alright. Okay, so let's start with our babies. No? What? I don't get it then. Why did Nightbot say no? I don't know what happened. Typical dude, don't worry, you're okay. I don't know what it's trying to do. Okay, so first up, we've got our beautiful Demimeras, lovely alt arts. Biggest reason why we're playing Demimera over the Miramon is because I like the artwork. But I mean, the draw one trash one is really nice. So when you have it just as a, like, if you need to just swing and go for it, it's nice. Also, when people are deleting your Digimons by effect, like when they're later on in the levels, it's nice to have that draw one trash one to really circulate stuff. So that's what we have there. And then, of course, we have our 2 Gauzy and 2 Psychmon and 3 Ignitemon. I kind of toy between the 3 and 4, though, because I think the Ignitemon's useful, especially when I forget to use its effect, because I forget to use it. Gauzy, Altar. Yay! Psychmon, I didn't actually go for the alt arts right now. I think I'm going to hold off on them. I do like the regular art. I think it's cute. Psych is better than Gauzy, except for when you're playing against blue. Because then they gain memory from their Digimon, right? So I always like to have at least 1 Gauzy in my deck. But if you're talking about the alt art, yes, the alt art of Psych is better than the alt art of Gauzy, I think. You got a playset? Yeah, that's good. We like that. So those are the 2 there. And of course, you know, like the catch with this though is because I am running the Death X, the challenge becomes if the Psych is on the field, I have to make sure that I have a way to delete it if I'm going to be playing the Death X. So usually that comes from, you know, Ignite, Calling from Darkness, or anything like that. So that's kind of the logic behind that one when I have to think in a longer form. Ignite mods are great because of that gain 1 memory that I always forget to do. Like, I forgot today at least twice, I think I forgot. But it is really nice to have that gain 1 memory in the inheritance. And it is actually pretty good to have this on the field. Swing it, pop your Ophani, and bring back a level 4. So it's actually not that bad of a trade. We only have one pre-release one, but we also have the foils. So they are very nice. I've got a nice little set of those hiding about there. So those are essentially my level 3s. So I am running 7. I think it's a little low for level 3s, but I don't know. I'm also contemplating on getting the like yellow Salamon that lets you DNA. Because sometimes that could be useful, especially when you have, you know, Ignite, Makomon, or Devimon, and you don't have that Gatomon DNA. So like that could be proved to be very useful. But yeah. And then of course we have our lovely Gatomons. Look at that. Oh, if the flash wasn't so mean to you all. Alright, okay. There you go. Better? Aw, yeah, look at that. Woohoo! What would I be if I didn't run a playset of these? I have to run 4. Anything less than 4 and I cry. Because it's useful, you know, not just for the on-play, but also just for digivolving in the back. I find there are times where I need to keep it safe, so I have to, you know, keep it in the back for digivolve, and then push it up, and then activate, you know, my level 5s and do all that nonsense, right? I only run 2 Devimon with Rush. These are pretty useful, especially if I don't have Lucemon in trash, but I do have a Devimon in trash. I get an extra swing, essentially, so I could kind of play off of how I want to do that. Also, if I'm given a butt ton of memory, like, why not swing? Also, as you saw today on stream, I actually was able to digivolve on top of it and then swing because it had the rush underneath. So it was nice to actually get that line through and still have that benefit of having a little bit more of a powerful Digimon without losing it. Makomon is my favorite character. I love it. It is my absolute favorite character. So I know I don't have to play it in the deck, but I'm still going to. This one also is useful for if I know from, let's say, TK, for example, or from Angelomon, if I know that there's a Chaos mode already in my security, I am more likely to be trashing the Makomon and getting it into my security. That way, when they swing into it, I have the advantage of an extra body on field. So I do like being able to have that trade out there. I think that it's very useful. When I know what is in my security, essentially. Like, that's that. We run... Oh, let me move all that out of the way. We won 1 Magna Angemon. I used to run 2, and it was very fun to just circle them with Flame Hell Sights. I think that when you have 4 Flame Hell Sights, it kind of is a little bit nice to have 2 Magnas, just to rotate them out and hard play them. But now we have the advantage of all of the Andromons and Lady Devs being 6,000, so that gives us more play stuff, like more to work with, which is exciting. So yeah, I don't know. I still run the old Lady Dev. I only run 2 of them. Also, they're alt art. I have a lot of alt art. You will learn. There's a lot here that we're trying to max rarity this. This is why it's my only deck I play, because I want to just max rarity it and make it like the deck, you know? Still useful because of the 1 digivolving draw 1 trash 1. I do like this one for the draw 2 trash 2, because if I have our baddie over here, Lucemon, you just draw 2 and get this thing into the trash as fast as you can. I also find that sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually trash the Magna and the Chaos mode, so that way if I hit a Flame Hell Scythe in security, I can pull out the Magna, recover 1 for free, so it's kind of a good trade. Or I can get that Lucemon Chaos mode, or if I'm in a pinch, I can get the Magna into my security and recover it very easily. So That's always useful for utility. Oops, I brought the Magna back. Ah, go back, Magna! Get back over there. We also, of course, have our 2 Lucemon Chaos modes. I swear, sometimes I think I'm running 4 because I see them so frequently. So, obviously, this is so useful. 9 times out of my 10, it is probably what I grabbed from the Mastemon effect for the DNA. Because how do you beat popping either a Tamer or a level 6 Digimon? And then on top of that, popping a level 5 over the Mastemon, right? So that is always super useful. We love that. Now this is, it's not my favorite artwork. Like let me show you the Lady Dev, guys. Hang on. Let me grab it. The Lady Dev alt art, okay, is way cooler than the Andromon alt art. But that's just me. But like, ugh, I get so mad. Where is it? Where is it? So this is the Lady Dev that like, no, not that one, not that one. That's the other one. Where is the other one? I don't even think I have the other Lady Dev in here because I'm like, ugh. Oh, I do. Okay. So this is the ST10 Lady Dev, right? So this is the, you may trash 1 card in your hand to reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow or purple Angel, Archangel, or Fallen Angel. Pretty useful, right? Might be useful now based on what we need. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'll mess with it, but I still don't know if it's like the greatest one. But the alt art! Belphemon is how you bet it, apparently. Yeah, exactly. Because Belphemon, you can't do anything. Like, you can't pop the level 6, so you're better off popping the level Tamer. But look at that alt art, though. Like, why couldn't this... Hello? Do you want to focus, camera? Ah, there you go. Like, look at that alt art. That is beautiful. Like, can that not just be, like... You know, like, just a swapperoo? Like, ugh. Anyhow, I love the alt art for the Lady Dev. It is so pretty. But these were from the matte, like, because this is the matte now. And it's really cool how it holographs. Oh my gosh, I just dropped things. But anyhow, back to the sidetrack of things. Andromon, this is the -2 security. Very useful for not only for the on-play effect, but also for the inheritance. So I like this one because if I know that I can get lethal, I will try to get this to swing for 2 checks and then have a rush for 1 or whatever. So that's useful. Or if I need to stop someone, if I know that it has multiple swings, like, unfortunately, if Belphemon doesn't have the rage mode underneath, for example, I can give it -2 security attack, and that prevents it from, like, constantly swinging at me. So, like, I like that. Still, I will run only 2, though, instead of 3 like I used to. Also very good for rotation with Flame Hellsight. So those are kind of the oldies there. And then we have our queens, of course. Let me just fix this because this is going to bother me. I have like a longer extender cable for my headphones and it keeps falling now, so I have to like redo it. We of course have our beautiful angels and fallen angels. So our Lady Dev. Ta-da! So nice, so nice. I run 3 and 3. I find 4 is too many, and I find that I already get grade locked in level 5s as it is, so I might increase my level 4s, maybe? I don't know. I don't really know. But both of these are useful depending on where you're at. I find if it's early game, unless I have a chaos mode in my hand and I need to trash it, I find using the Angelmons, like digivolving into Angelmon early game, I find is a lot better for me because I can actually see what's in my security and I can kind of fish for what I want. Whereas for later game when I have some sort of a trash, or if I need to get out my Andromon, which I've done many times where I've actually had to trash to get back so that way I can trigger Mirai, I find that the Lady Dev is better late game than early game. So yeah, so that's the angels. Boom, boom, boom. So that's what we're at there. So those are my 5s. Boom, boom, boom. And I mean, this has been a long working process. Like we're still suffering with it. As you know, like we're not winning consistently yet, but we also have to wait for a bit more support. So we're kind of working our way through. Level 6s. We're gonna hold off on our level 7s for now. I find that this is pretty good. I surprisingly see these a lot, which is my Ophanimons. Very useful when you don't have a Mastemon, that's for sure. And they're pretty. They are so pretty. Yeah, I find that the Ophani is extremely useful for when you, what's the word there? Like, you get that recover, right? If Gato, if you've got, like, Gato, Lady Dev, and Thing, you get the recover one, and you get the delete a level 4. The level 4 deletion doesn't always seem to happen, because usually by the time I get to this point, it's probably, like, I'm probably already facing level 5s, but I do like the recover. It is nice. And then, of course, the on deletion, if you pair it with Ignitemon or Calling from Darkness, you can bring back out that level 4 and start recycling your Gatomons, or you can get that rush for game if you're looking for that. So that's where those kind of sit. And then, of course, we have our lovely Queen Bee, our Mastemon. I do like this better than the gold. I know the gold is like, it's gold, but I don't really like the artwork on the gold, so I am sticking with my box topper alt arts. Obviously, this is the Mastemon deck, so what would it be without the Mastemon, of course? DNA Digivolving. What I recently learned is you don't have to take from your security, which I think I did today. I actually put Makomon in, but I didn't take anything out. So I was able to actually stay recovered with an extra recovery without having to take anything out. Main reason why I didn't take anything out was because I had some option cards in there, and I think a Psychmon, and I just wanted the body in there instead of taking the chance and losing the body, because turn was going to pass anyway. So I kind of made that decision. I didn't have the Lucemon at the time, so I had to kind of improvise a bit. So that's always good. And then, of course, I always forget, which you all saw today. I forgot the effect that whenever something's played by effect, especially Makomon, it pops the respective level or lower, and I totally botched that today and forgot like a dummy. And I realized after, and I was like, oh yeah, Mastemon does that. And I just forgot like a stupid one. Anyhow, those are my level 6s. Level 7s, we have our beautiful Ordine. I love this art. This is so cool. Like, what a cool freaking art. Focus, please. Like, look how cool that looks. Oh, so neat. I do like the Ordine. I don't always get it out, but when I do, oh my gosh, it is so much fun. Because you just delete and delete everything. And it just nukes the whole field. It's very useful. DeathX, I find that right now there are a lot of people playing with a lot of utility, so it's a lot more widespread fields, whether by Tamers or by Digimon. I actually do want the Gold Ordine, but I do want the Champion one. I don't want the top 4, or the participation one. I want the top 4, so I'm waiting for it. I think I'm going to need 2 just for a pair, but I only really need 1. But I do want the Gold Ordine. I think that looks so cool. But yeah, DeathX does DeathX things. It's handy to have in this format especially. However, I have to be careful with the Psychmon, right? Yo! Nobuki! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chaos. We're doing some... Look at my deck here. Yeah, so like, of course with the DeathX, I need to be careful with the Psychmon. So... in a perfect world, of course, we would either Calling from Darkness, which I have one. We would either Calling from Darkness to pop the Psyche to get out the DeathX, or we could even Ignite it. But essentially, we got to get that Psyche off the field before we even get close to getting a DeathX on the field. If my opponent has it, it's a different story. I got to do other nonsense. But essentially, that's what we get. Option card wise, Purple Loop, it's a Mastemon deck, so if it loops, I'm very impressed. Actually, it does sometimes loop though, because especially with the flame health sites, which like I don't know how I feel about only running 2. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess now because like I have so much other stuff, I don't necessarily. It's not the be all end all, but still, we're running, of course, our 4 beautiful chaos aggregations. Ugh. Aren't they gorgeous? So this is why I want the like champion Ordine, because I think it's beautiful. But like, look at that! Look at that! Ooh! So good. Yeah. So we run 4 of those because in security they are beautiful. You only have 3. Ooh, you gotta get one more. Calling from Darkness we already talked about. Mostly so I can delete Ordine or delete, you know, anything that needs to. Yep, mostly for Ordine or for Psychmon, right? Useful to get them off the field, and then I can bring back purple stuff. So I can bring back a Mastemon, I can bring back Ordine, I can bring back Ophani if I really wanted to, and then of course I can get that level 4 off from there. We do run 2 purple memory boosts. And they are the all parts. Purple Memory Boost is great for fishing for purple stuff. Because this is a dominantly purple deck, I have more of a chance of getting some sort of purples in the 4 draw versus not. Usually I'm trying to get, with this one, I'm always trying to go for what don't I have. So if I don't have a Lady Dev, I'll be fishing for those. I'll be fishing for Gatos. Mastemons, of course, the level 6s and 7s. If I get that Death X, it's kind of depends on who I'm playing against will determine whether I actually take the Death X. If I know it's like a format like, for example, I play against Austin's deck a lot, which is all Force, or like Bloomlord, right? I find that I'll be more likely to take this because they often spread out wide versus just staying local. So I'd be more likely to take the Death X as my purple. I go from there. Reinforcing Memory Boost, always useful for the memory gain after gaining 3 memory, but also useful when you want to take that chance and trust the heart of the cards. And if you have, like, you know, a Chaos Degradation and a Mirai, you just, ooh, what do you choose, right? I also find it useful because if Mirai is on the, like, if Mirai is one of the pulls, I can put the Mirai in and then get that memory for free, which I love. Of course, our Flame Health Scythes and their glorious shine. They're so shiny. They're so shiny. In the pre-release, I want to get a set of pre-release. I think that'd be really cool. But Flame Health Scythe is pretty straightforward, especially now with Lady Devs and Angelmons being brought down to 6. I mean, the original Angelmons were already 6,000, but the Lady Devs were 8,000. So having that 6,000 now, I have a little bit more flexibility in what I want to grab. So that's a plus. I can also, of course, grab that. Bye, yeah, boy. Thanks for coming. Bye. I can also grab that Magnet Angemon and recover one as needed. So super useful. Yeah, and that's essentially my there. And then lastly, we have our Tamers. Was super surprised. Yeah, I'll actually take a picture and then I'll send it over. I'll put it in the Digimon chat in our server. And then, of course, I run our good old friends TK and Mirai. Currently 3 and 2. 2 just so that I have a little bit bigger chance of getting it out. But today, actually, it proved to be very useful because I actually had a Mastemon and I think I had the Angelmon inside of my security, and it was very early game. So I actually had both of them, like, in my hand within 2 turns. And I literally played the one, TK grabbed one, and then played the other, grabbed the other, and then I was able to go into Mastemon right away, which was pretty cool. So, very useful for understanding what is in your deck. Same thing with the Angelmons. Knowing, or sorry, not what's in your deck, but what's in your security. Very, 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 very useful here. Yeah, I find that those are pretty handy. And then, of course, our good friends Mirai, because what more beauty is it to see that you can gain a total of 6 memory on 1 turn? What a dream. What a dream. Also, because, you know, again, I can try to, like, nuke something with Calling from Darkness, have the Gato out, nuke the other card, and then Digivolve and get that free play off of the Lady Devs and the Andromons. So that is always a super duper useful. Yeah. But that's basically my deck, guys. That's what it does. It's also, I didn't know, but when we had to put it in the deck builder, it's expensive. And I cried because I didn't realize, like, how much money I put in A, to the game, and B, into my deck. And it's only going to get worse. Because, like, it's one of the more costly decks to have. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, so that's my deck. I don't know if I explained it well. I know I'm not, like, super pro Digimon player. Play my deck, it got top 0. Because I'm so good at the game. But it is fun to play. Even if I don't like losing, it is still fun to play when you know what you're doing. I like it. It's good. It does the things. It does the things sometimes. We're gonna take a picture though, and I'll share it in my server so you guys can take a look. It's still a work in progress. Like I said, I'm still toying between some of the stuff that's here. Especially the option cards. I find I get stuck on options a bit, but I'm getting more used to the utility of them, if that makes sense. But I don't know. Like, even with Chaos Mode, like, I like that there's 2, but I feel like I could survive off of 1. But I don't know. Depends, right? Depends where it is. Boop, boop. Yeah. Also, like the Demimeras. Ugh. Beautiful alt arts. We love those. We love those. Give the Ignite some more space here. Trying to make it so you can, like, see everything, but it's hard to fit everything onto a mat. Oh, maybe we could fit another card up here. Can we? Maybe? Okay, go there. I think we can. I think we can! We, like, put the babies this way. What do you like? How does that look? Does this look professional? I know an ad's gonna start running soon. That'll be when I take a picture. That way you guys don't have to worry about missing out on any content. Or if you're subbed, if you have a Prime sub, feel free to sub for me. But don't. You don't have to. I will never be like, you must sub! Following is beautiful, though. I love when you guys follow. I appreciate the follows. But you never have to put money on me. I do have to stream more. Woohoo! Look at that beauty. Yay! They all fit! Alright, let me take a photo. And we'll crop it and upload it. There we go. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to. Tina, welcome to the server!